Hey guys, it's me, Foul Core, and welcome to my first video. We're going to try and make it run as smoothly as possible. As you can see, I have two cameras. So I have one all the way up here, doing my face, which is there actually, and one down here, capturing the desk and everything, as best as I can with the worst lighting I can imagine. But we're going to try our best, and I'm going to try my best to actually look at the camera. Either way, let's get started, see what I actually got in the box. So as you can see, I have my trusty cheese knife here, and this is from Hobby Stock. It's a UK company. You may see them at card shows and whatnot. But you can find their website. I'll link it in the description as well. And basically what I purchased from them is a thing called Kurtz Card Care. Now, Kurtz Card Care is something which you may have seen online more than anything else. It's definitely one of those items where you can find a lot of talk about it. There's also various different people who make things like this, but this one's Kurtz Card Care. And I'll show you what comes inside. So we'll just open it up like this. And then, as you can see, looks like that. That's the actual box. Nicely packaged. And I'll go over each item basically. So, as you can read there, hopefully, Kurtz safe solutions to clean, fix and restore your cards. It's really good for restoring hollows and things for baseball cards, things just in that range. So that's pretty cool. And then we have the Kurtz card cleaning spray. I'll do a close up on the camera there. Forgive me with my poor lighting once again. But I'll put it there so you can see it a bit better as well. That basically just cleans all the residue off a card. Really nice to have. The next big thing, which is also a very important thing in the actual kit itself, is the Kurtz polish. So in here, if I can open it, you got the polish there. It's non-fragrance. It doesn't really leave residue on it or anything. But yeah, really cool little thing there. It's a fair size, to be fair, but for the amount you're paying, for me it's like £50. America, it's about $40. Sorry, $50, $49.99. But trying to get it over to the UK, I'm going to be paying tax and VAT and everything for imports. These are basically two applicators. So the applicators are used for doing like the cream and the polish and everything, which you'll find with the card. So that's really nice to have. Some cotton swabs as well, which you can use to also apply like the cleaning spray. So when you do clean it, you don't spray it directly on the card. Would not recommend that. But from what I know and from what I can actually tell, it's a mixture of probably 99.9% isopropyl alcohol and then distilled water. Just because distilled water doesn't leave residue on cards and doesn't actually have the chemicals that can give water damage to the card. If you spray it very lightly, you can still get water damage on the card. Don't believe you don't get any. This is also something used for kind of just wiping on and wiping off polish, and also the card spray itself. Just a microfiber little hand towel thing basically, so it goes on your fingers like that. Really nice and really nice to have. A regular microfiber cloth there, a decent size. It's a general microfiber cloth, nothing special. But then it gets to the more important parts. So as you can see here, we have a straw. A straw. These things are basically used alongside kind of this, like, I don't know what you'd call it, a card foam, something like that. You put your card down here. Make sure it doesn't get on the table, for example, if you're turning it over. That way, when you do use these things, you're not damaging the card, or having something underneath that will damage it further. But the straws and this kind of tool here, these are basically made for going on the card's corners and pushing down dents and trying to work out dents and corner issues on the card. So it's, once again, another nice thing to have. Like I said, the box is really nice, just to have everything in one place. The actual items themselves with decent quality. But like I said, you can find most of these things in a store. That's not going to be an issue. But the things like these applicators and that polish are the main things you're going to be looking for. The isopropyl alcohol and a distilled water mix is probably a 1:10 mix or something of that ratio, maybe 1:9. Just so you don't damage the card, and also so it evaporates easily, and it's kind of like a binding agent, I'm pretty sure. But some really nice stuff to just have without going out your way to make it. The microfiber hand towel there, I've never found one in the store. You'll probably find one online, but when you're ordering separate things everywhere, stuff like the cotton pads and the microfiber towel or the microfiber cloth there, you can find anywhere. That's not going to be an issue. But kind of like the straw things here, with the different types of materials they use, probably a bit more difficult to find just at your local either hobby shop or anything. But I think the main thing I would say comes out of this is the card spray. So this thing here, this is a 1 ounce bottle, but it should get around 300 sprays as far as I remember from the website. So probably 150 cards if you use 1 spray per side, for example. It's a fair choice, I'd think. And then here's the polish once again. So with that, you just apply it over the hollow and wipe it off. Now, with Kurt's Card Care, there is instructions everywhere on the website, as well as his Instagram. I'll link them both down below. They basically mention to you how it all works, how you should use it, if you should use it on modern cards. There are a few other things they sell as well. So you'll find like card flattening kits and kits to kind of get like dents out, for example, if you had a dent on your card. Once again, that uses card spray, which they give here. But a lot of very useful things if you want to restore cards for your childhood, for example. Like say you have a Charizard from base set. It's got a few nicked corners, hollow's a bit scratched, not a surprise, and then maybe a bend. Realistically, it is fixable. It may take a few days, especially with a bend, but the hollow foil, really easy fix, as well as the corners, pretty decently easy. What I would recommend for doing like corners and dents is putting a penny sleeve on top of the card itself before you use like the straw tools and everything. Otherwise, you do risk also scratching the card and damaging the card again by doing that. It's just things that take a bit more time and effort than kind of easy fixes, but it's just a nice kit to have. I'd probably say it's a bit on the pricier side. $50 is quite a lot. £50 is quite a lot. It's even more than dollars, probably about $60 or so, maybe 65. I don't know the exchange rate currently, but yeah, something similar to that. But at the same time, it's just nice to have, realistically. Especially just for kind of restoring your old collections. It's going to last you quite a while, I imagine. But yeah, I'll let you make your own mind up. I don't think there's any discount codes as far as I remember. But yeah, that's the box once again, just here with everything. And that's going to be it for my video. Bit awkward speaking to a camera, but I hope you enjoyed it at least. And I hope it was some use to you in some way. If you do like the content, please consider giving me a follow and a like and a subscribe, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to try to be posting more Pokemon TCG related videos, investing, card cleaning, card restoring more so for myself. I have a few things I need to restore in my own collection for my binder. Things like that. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time, hopefully. Have a nice day, good night, good evening, whatever time it may be for you. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.